Hi, the picture you use for your product can make or break your product description page. It's no exaggeration that even if you have a top-notch product title and a good product detailed description, you can actually lose a lot of sales if your product image is poor quality. Why? Because most people are strongly visually driven. Our eyes first go to the image or images on a page, make some quick snap judgments, and then start reading the rest of the copy or the text. If you have a stunning product image, you can actually get away with not so great text, but not the other way around. So now that you have your sample products from your supplier, you need to get them photographed. Take one flawless, zero defect sample and begin the process. Now please take this very seriously because otherwise you can hurt your sales dramatically if you have a poor product photograph. Now you can do the photography yourself and save some money, but this will come back and hurt you almost immediately, unless of course you are a professional photographer. So my suggestion is to get it outsourced to a professional photographer who is empaneled by the marketplace like Amazon, Flipkart or Snapdeal. And all of them have a list of photographers in each city who can help you take professional images, of course, for a fee. My suggestion would be to get multiple quotes from a couple of them in your city. Now, here are some guidelines to keep in mind and communicate to your photographer. The photographs must be on a plain white background. There must be no props, seals or any other accessories in the photo. It must be a photo only of the product and the packaging if you have one for it. There can be no extra text written on the photo. The size should be 1000 pixels by 1000 pixels if you want to make it zoomable, but I actually recommend a size of 1500 by 1500 pixels. The minimum size for a non-zoomable photograph is 500 pixels. The product must be 85% or more of the image area. Now Amazon accepts photographs on JPEG, GIF or TIFF formats, although JPEG is preferred. Ensure you're taking multiple images of your product from different angles. You can actually shoot those specific angles of your product from your mobile phone and then give it to the photographer so that he knows exactly what angles you're looking for. To wrap up, always hire a marketplace recommended photographer. Pay the price and the price premium and demand world-class images for your products. While the photographer may know the technical requirements of the images for each marketplace, it's your duty to give him as much information about your product in advance so that he can give you top quality images. You'll find a list of photographers in the sellers area in Amazon, Flipkart or Snapdeal, or you could ask them specifically for it. Let's now take a look at some great and not so great examples of product photographs. Let's take a look at some examples of good images on Amazon. Now let's take a look at this Nikon camera. As you can see, it's a very sharp, clear image and it's of high resolution so that you're able to zoom in and see all parts of this image. It's against a white background. It doesn't have any graphics, extra text, etc. It's been shot from different angles so that the viewer or the prospect can look at the camera from different angles and see if it's the kind of camera that he or she wants to buy. So it's a very sharp, clear, professionally shot image. Let's take a look at another example, and this is an advanced skin trimmer from Philips. Once again, it's zoomable, which means that the resolution of the picture is above 1000 by 1000 pixels. It's shot against a white background without any boxes, extra images, text. It's been shot in multiple angles. And in this case, you also have a shot of the box so that somebody can see what it looks like and what are the additional text or features written on the box. So these were two examples of good images that I saw on Amazon. Now let's take a look at some images which don't really meet the Amazon cut, and they are there, and at some point of time they may be pulled down by Amazon once Amazon finds them. So one is this example. Now while this is a high resolution photograph and you can see that it's zoomable, it has these 3 logo units or pieces of text which is prohibited by Amazon. In this case, this picture is not zoomable, so that's one problem. The other is that it's not against a white background. As you can see, it's on a slightly grayish background. So this violates Amazon's terms and conditions of photography. Here's another one. There are two issues with this picture. One is this logo unit here. And the second is that this does not seem like a bottle which has been shot. It looks like a 3D rendered computer graphic image. And it's not in the correct ratio and proportion to the box at the back. So for a variety of reasons, this doesn't meet the cut. Here's another example of an image which violates Amazon's terms and conditions. Can you guess what the issues here are? One is this Best Buy icon. This is not allowed. Second is that the image is not clear and sharp. And since you can't really look at it, it doesn't zoom in automatically. It's a bit of a problem. Now, if I click to expand the open view, I still can't see too much. So it's not a good image with the right resolution. So these were some examples of good images. And just to quickly show you them, one was a camera like this or this. And then some images which you saw which grossly violate Amazon's terms and conditions of good images. Now, why hasn't Amazon banned those accounts? Eventually they will once they discover and find them. But I would urge you to look at examples on the Amazon portal in any category and try to copy these kind of images. These have been very professionally shot, and try to make sure that your products are also shot in exactly the same way.